Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they wait. They wait to feel ready. They wait to feel confident. They wait for life to somehow give them permission. And while they're waiting, their life is quietly passing them by. There's a truth most people avoid because it's uncomfortable. No one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your family, not your circumstances, not even motivation, especially not motivation, because motivation is unreliable. It shows up when things are easy and disappears the moment things get hard. And life gets hard. That's why discipline changes everything. Not the loud, aggressive kind you see online, but the quiet kind, the kind that wakes up when it doesn't feel like it, the kind that keeps going when nobody is watching, the kind that doesn't need applause to move forward. Because here's what people don't realize. Your brain is wired to protect you, not to grow you. It avoids discomfort. It avoids risk. It avoids anything unfamiliar. So when you try to change your life, that resistance you feel, that hesitation, that self-doubt, that voice telling you, maybe tomorrow, that's not truth. That's your brain trying to keep you safe. But safe and fulfilled are not the same thing. You can stay safe your entire life and still feel empty, still feel like you could have been more, still feel like something inside you never got a chance to exist. And that feeling, that quiet regret, that's heavier than failure will ever be. Because failure teaches you something. Regret just sits there, reminding you of what you didn't do. So the real question is not, can you do it? It's, are you willing to feel uncomfortable long enough to become who you're meant to be? Because growth is uncomfortable. Waking up early when your body wants sleep. Working when your mind wants distraction. Saying no when it would be easier to say yes. That's the price. And most people don't pay it. Not because they can't, but because they negotiate with themselves. I'll start next week. I'll try when I feel better. I just need the right moment. But the truth is, the right moment doesn't exist. There is only now, and now is usually inconvenient. Now is messy. Now is imperfect. Now is uncomfortable. That's why it works. Because when you take action in imperfect conditions, you build something far more powerful than motivation. You build identity. You become the kind of person who does things regardless of how they feel. And that changes everything. Because once your identity shifts, your habits follow. And once your habits change, your life has no choice but to change with them. But let's be honest, this isn't easy. There will be days you feel tired, days you feel behind, days where you question everything. That's normal. Even the strongest people feel that. The difference is, they don't stop. They feel it and move anyway. Because they understand something most people ignore. Feelings are temporary, but the consequences of your actions or your inaction are not. Every day you delay, you reinforce the version of yourself that stays stuck. Every day you act, even in small ways, you reinforce the version of yourself that moves forward. And over time, those small actions become a life. So don't underestimate the power of showing up, even when it's not perfect. One workout, one focused hour, one hard decision, one moment of discipline. It doesn't feel like much in the moment, but it compounds, silently, slowly, relentlessly, until one day, you look back and realize you're not the same person anymore. Not because something magical happened, but because you stopped waiting, you stopped negotiating, you stopped asking for permission, and you started taking responsibility for your time, for your choices, for your future. Because at the end of the day, your life is not defined by what you intend to do. It's defined by what you actually do, not your plans, not your ideas, not your potential, your actions. So if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. If you're waiting to feel ready, you won't. If you're waiting for things to get easier, they won't. But you will get stronger. If you choose to start, right now, not tomorrow, not later, now, because the life you want is built in the moments you don't feel like it, and the person you want to become is waiting on the other side of your excuses. So don't just watch this. Do something with it. Even if it's small, especially if it's small, because small actions, repeated daily, turn into unstoppable momentum. And momentum changes everything.